one's position and job. And then this ties into the state rep, state senator, state rep district, county commissioner. They got to go to, all these guys got to go to him. County commissioner, who also board of review commissioner, all of them got to go back to him. War committee. Can I get your support? Can I get your people to work for me? Can I be on your sample ballot? He makes the deals, and then he produces patronage for his captains. Captains do the actual work. The reason I'm bringing this up because I plan to run for 24th Ward Democratic War Committee right over here on this side of town. And 24th Ward.
When you gonna do that?
Start next month.
Next month?
Yeah. And we're running for Ward Committee because this is the most powerful position because he ties into all these people. County commissioner, state rep, state senator, he ties into all of them at once. Because they got to come to him. If you got a good precinct organization, like I say on the west side, Alderman S. Swift, at one time they had the best organization on the west side. We beat people on to the left and right. Then just things happened. Carruthers had another fine organization because he produced sign jobs in people's Department of Transportation. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of the daily Negroes. Put it like that, what it is. He was one of the daily Negroes. So
backstabber.
Backstabber, yeah. All that time. But the thing is that I'm saying that we all should want to get involved in local politics. That's how we effectuate change. But then, as far as legislative-wise, to deal with the Moors, and see if I got to go back to the Chicago Archdiocese law. The Chicago Archdiocese law was passed in 1929 by the Illinois State Legislature, which created Vatican State. I'm saying the Chicago Archdiocese have more power and juice than the Vatican State does. We have to take that.
They got everything from Moors, right?
Huh?
You got everything from us?
Yeah, yes sir, Cook County. Because the cardinal for the Chicago Archdiocese is the top guy. He was like the Pope. You remember Cardinal Cody in the 60s, Richard J. Daley? The most powerful cardinal in this country, Cardinal Cody, right here in Cook County. And then you go back to, I always tell us that when Pope Paul I failed to, he dealt with other issues, but one of the issues was he failed to recognize Cook County as home body, or home office. I'm saying, and he was only Pope for 33 days. So when the second Pope, John Paul II, in 1978 and 79, soon he left Vatican, he shot straight to Chicago. Remember that? He went in office no more than a month after. As soon as he became Pope, he had to shoot straight to Chicago to deal with, the Cardinal here. I believe it was Cardinal Cody, right? Yeah, Cardinal Cody. Then after that was Cardinal Bernstein. Bernstein's my brother. Jew boy. I'm saying Jew. Now, that kind of Jew be a cardinal. Well, he was. Cardinal Bernstein. That's a German Jew name. I'm saying. Now, but the thing is, this is the power structure in local politics. These guys impact you. What they do legislatively impacts what happens to you on a day-to-day basis. President of the United States, this stuff don't impact you. The congressman and sit in the United States, Congress and Senate don't impact you. What impacts you more is some ordinances. You know what I'm saying? Traffic tickets, this and that and the other. Tickets here and there. Those are the most near and dear impact of legislative that you deal with. So you want to control them in order to, so that those problems won't be a bother to you anymore. It's be better to deal with the local politicians than to try to deal with the whole international politics or national politicians, because they really don't have any. They can't impact you like that. Their thing is like it dwindles down. It could take, because possibly, because Cook County is a home rule. It can based on the home rule status. It necessarily don't have to impact with federal regulations and laws. They don't have to. The sheriff don't have to. I'm saying he don't have to enforce federal regulation. I'm saying he has that right. The county board commissioner don't have to impact. The only way that the feds have jurisdiction because they take federal money. That's the only way. If they take those payroll grants, those particular grants, now the feds got a doorway in their butt because you took their money. That's the only way you have impact when you take the money. But if they were operating constitutionally, federal government would have no impact, especially in the county governments. It would be the sheriff only, is the only law enforcement agency to deal. There would be no municipal police, anything of that nature. It would just be a Cook County Sheriff Department. That's it. That's the law enforcement. Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, I had a question. Well, what was the point you was about to go in with the Vatican and politics?
Oh, the Vatican does impact in city politics in Chicago. They go back and check his D2s. It's called a disclosure form for politicians. The D2 form you get with the county clerk's office. Called D2. If you want to see who's paying these guys, I bring up this form here. It's found with the county clerk's office.
You put them bonds up too? Put them bonds up too?
What's that? Oh yeah, he's doing bonds. Yeah, the county clerk. Yeah. It's called a D2 form, a disclosure form in finances. And it'll tell you who giving the money. And you'll see on that Chicago Archdiocese giving policies like Daly, Burke, except the Catholic Irish Catholics. Or any other Italian politicians, they have impact on their votes. You know how they get things. They get their funds through Springfield, but the people, how you find out where they're getting the money from is through the D2 form. And this, they pick your ID and make a copy of your ID. They furnish that information to those politicians. So no one can tell you that you don't. They do. You know what I'm saying? And when they do it, they'll say, but the thing is, well, if we give them Moorish IDs and say, well, damn, more, we can put our information up in here. You know what I'm saying? I like for them to take Moorish IDs and say as a means to receive this D2 form. You make copies and stuff like that on the form. But just how you found out by each politician. Well, I think we, personally, the only way we have truly impact is we engage into electoral politics. And that's just not the only way. But to change policy, and that's the way the Vatican did it. They used the same laws we use as far as creating a temple, to make it a sovereign state. We created our first Smith and Vast statute law. And that created, the state part, which we see right here. This affidavit right here, Prophet created 1928 August 1st. It was actually created July 20th. But the thing is that this right here is the sovereign state. In Torrance, it's registered in Torrance. Register all the land is connected to the temple in chapter 47, Deuteronomy 67. It's all tied into this. Vatican did the same thing, but they went a step further. They had Illinois legislators to create legislation that reached all the way up to Rome to create the Vatican State. It's only a block long. Vatican State is over, I think about a block long. So it's a state. Board Sanitation of America is a state. You know what I'm saying? His address is 3140 South Indiana. Anybody any questions?
Yes,
What you say, 3140 something?
South Indiana.
That was very low.
That's what that was the address for the state. Capital of the state was 3140 South Indiana. So that's why it's still empty to this day. And it's in what you call it? And it's in its original condition, in mint condition. Been in there, it's mint condition before the real weak. You know what I'm saying? But you can see, going back, you can see the prophet's office back there. It's still in mint condition, just like I had a picture of him sitting in his office. But see the same furniture is still there and everything. Nothing changed. Like he was there just, present. Any questions?
Okay,
Go ahead.
my comment relates to the fact that here's how they broke us down. They got, for the people who've been elected to get elected, the system he laid out is the correct system for getting people elected. Now, the way they broke us down, in order to keep us voting the way they did, they started putting money in the street instead of you working toward controlling your own neighborhood. So they started putting money in the street to pay people to vote for their candidates so they could go around the democratic system that might have been set up in our communities. So that's what we have to get around with. Now, the Republican Ward Commitment and the Democratic Ward Commitment are all out of the same organization. So it gives you an impression there are two sets of political organizations running our wards when there's only one. And the favors that they get are based on the number of votes you turn out, which is what he laid out to you. So, and in the past, we have not been getting our fair share of the jobs because if I pay you, you can't get a job from me. And that's the way they've been able to break down our community so they're able to give all the jobs to their individuals who support them or get you to come work for them. Now, a lot of people will tell you there's no money for those particular jobs coming out of a regular Democratic organization. And the way you get around that is that we select our own. Right now, we're recruiting guys to run for all positions, Republicans and Democrats. So the more people we run, the more money we're going to put in the street for the guys who are standing around, has nothing to do, who can pick up the extra money. And that's one of the rationales that we're using this coming election. Now, he laid out why we participate in this process because we want better jobs. The top jobs went to the one who gets the most votes. But that's not always true. It's only true when you elect all the officers that he outlined to you for one ward, such as a state senator, a state rep, and you might have a congressman out of your whole arc. So more jobs are coming into your community like they do in the 14th and the 19th ward, and then previously in the 32nd ward. They used to have all the positions in the city. They had a guy that was elected. His office was connected to the same office which created more jobs in that particular office. So that when jobs come up at Board of Reclamation, they'd come and he'd be one of my guys, so he didn't with a job, he'd go out there and work for $32 an hour. Or you go to work for forestry, same salary, you work 9 months and then you draw on unemployment. So we have to understand what he just laid out to you in terms of those positions. Nobody's going to really tell you the full truth about how these things work, and we're going to make sure you understand fully. But we have to have people who are going to have faith in us to strive and get you into this particular system. And I implore you to work to make sure that we're successful in getting the Sheik elected. And we can get somebody who can run as a Republican who's going to be independent. You have to understand, Republicans don't give you a job. They give you contracts and money. And that money flows in through the Republican Ward Commitment. Democrats